Hello everyone, it's been a while. I decided to start a video from here and do a proper tour of Moria. We've done a lot of work in the last few months. This station I figured would be the best place to start, since our subway is now complete. It's not built or anything. The station's not built. But the subway is built. It is about 300 blocks square. Basically it wraps around the main hall. The main hall is 200 blocks square. This wraps around the main hall with 50 blocks buffer. So it ends up making a square about 50 by 50. Sorry, 50 by 50 larger than the main hall. So it's 300 by 300. And we're going to be arriving in the failway in a second. Again, it's not very pretty. I'm not good at finishing stuff, so I just kind of get it working and then go work on something else. I did actually finish. You've seen the main hall. I'm not going to show you that. Actually, I will. Just later. I did actually finish my my house. These aren't shops. Kane was kind of misinformed when he did the video. They aren't shops. They're residences. So these are like living quarters for the people who bought them or worked on Moria in the main hall. So down here I got some storage. Got the inner workings of the double door here. And then up here I just got a tree farm. It's my plot. And then farther up here, oh, and I'm using Kidnap's plot. I got permission from him to expand my tree farm. I got farms here. So, nothing terribly interesting about this. Let's start with storage. Kane never showed you storage. Alright, we're arriving in storage. This is the old failway hub, I guess you could call it. Here's some old, this is the old work entrance. This is the original tunnel I dug down to bedrock when I did the original cutout. And that goes all the way to the surface. Over here we have the storage. This is all cobble, except for this row. This is dirt. The rest is cobble. The last count was 1.7 million blocks. We probably have a little more than that now. That of cobble. I don't know about how much of dirt and gravel and other stuff we have. And these are probably empty. Yeah. If you wanted, you could just pick a random one. Just to prove that they're actually full of cobble. We'll seal that. I'll seal it right now. Screw it. Next major stop we have. This is the biggest level. Up here we have other stuff, mostly cobble, dirt, and some redstone. And then we actually have a level down below, which is all cobble. And then of course the bottom level that we were just at. So about a month ago, we kind of got around to doing a little more, adding to Moria. And Bodydrag came up with the idea to do the hall for with the bridge of Khazad-dûm. And this is what we came up with. This is entirely his design. Many people helped on it. Helped dig it. It used to be a valley, so half of it was above ground, half of it we had to dig out. And the best view is from up over here. This is the bridge, intact. I guess we're doing like a what Moria could be. It's kind of inspired by Moria. It's not supposed to be exact replica, but I'd say this is pretty good. This is just a rift that goes down to bedrock. Took everything out. This goes up pretty high. Not sure what the height is. Oops. You guys like my skin? I'm the cobble man. So here is, I believe, I'm not a Lord of the Rings nerd, to be honest, but I believe this, from what I've found out since I started this project, I believe this is the eastern exit to Moria. It's the opposite one. This is the one they come out of, which is convenient because that is actually east. You can see the moon is rising. They terraformed the entire top over the valley, so you can't tell at all. Especially since it started snowing, you can't tell that there used to be anything else there. It's a very nice landscaping job. Can't tell that anything used to be here. Watch this. Yeah. It used to be a valley. There's still trees and snow down here. I didn't realize it covers such a large area. Wow. This is kind of cool. I wasn't here when they did this. I gotta go fix that. Alright, I'm gonna cut out. I'm gonna fix that, hopefully. And, you'll see you guys in a few. Alright, patch the hole. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to walk from one end of Moria to the other. Might be a little boring at times, with nothing but me to keep you company. I can be boring at times. But I'm going to just give you the full experience walking from one end to the other, excluding the storage in the subway. Just to give you an idea of how big Moria actually is. Hopefully I can keep thinking of stuff to say. Anyway, there's a guy I just became aware of who's doing a recreation of this version of Moria. He's never actually seen any of this. I think I mentioned that before, early on. And most people on YouTube haven't seen much of this. I just wanted to show everybody what it looks like and get you guys up to date. Plus, I think you'll be excited once we get to the end. It's not complete, but it still looks pretty good, pretty epic. And I'm fairly sure it's not accurate whatsoever to Tolkien, but I'm not really concerned about that. It's a game. We're having fun. that's where the public Godcraft transportation subway system thing is going to go through. It heads all the way from that wall directly through the center of Moria. It's one of those things where we had to move it like 8 or 10 blocks to the side, so it wouldn't interfere with the pillars. Oh, and there's a comment I read. Mr. Anonymous Internet said we had some ugly square pillars, and now they were upset because we put in the nice round pillars, and they were going to do that or something. Well, these pillars were pretty much in the works from day one. If you look at one of my first videos, I'm sure I'd go over it somehow. We're just setting aside that square to carve the pillars out of. Kind of like what we did in the area I'm going to show you up here. We left some area so we could carve some things out of the stone. Basically, the only reason we're doing that is to save time. If we were any good with pillars, we'd probably carve those out when we did the ceiling as well, but unfortunately, not everybody's available to play 24/7, so this will eventually change. I don't like how I don't really like how it goes. I guess we'll have to wait and see the finished product, but I don't like how it gets super tall. Originally, we weren't planning to take this down so low, but our plans kind of got bigger, and so we came up with this. And are all the picks up? I can't tell. Oh, we're one short. Gotta go buy some iron. 38 blocks of iron each. Most of that we had left over from mining the main hall and just exploring caves and stuff. But fortunately don't have enough. I'm gonna have to go buy some. This hall is from that wall to that wall. It is 60 blocks. From this wall to the end is 160. These guys are the standard Minecraft guy. I think the arms, the arms are 12 by 12. Sorry, 4 by 4 by 12 long. Head's 8 by 8 by 8. The body and legs together are 4 by 8 by 24 tall, I think, and they're the easiest thing in the world to carve out. Bodydrag's still working on the pillars. I think the first one might be up, I'm not sure, or it's half up. In this hall, he actually has a much wider, much greater distance to cross. This is this statue right here, Cobbleface. I'm nicknaming him. He's gonna be mine. These are all gonna be donated or in honor of the people who dug the main hall, and also some people that helped out with this hall. That one down there used to have a dungeon in its face. This one right here, I put a pig leg on him. I originally had shorts, but then I came up with the idea for the pig leg and thought that was much more funny. It's a miracle he grew his arm and face back. Yeah, so we try to have fun while we dig, in whatever way we can. I have no idea what we're doing for the floor. Don't know about the pillars. All I know is we're done digging and the video is going to be over soon. I think for future expansion for Moria, we want to do smaller halls probably, and man, it's so tempting. This is like the best lead up to like an epic castle or something. Just right at the end, it just begs to have something even larger than the main hall at the end there. I don't want to dig that much. I kind of want to do smaller maziness halls, something that would feel organic. I don't know if that's the best way to put it. Something that would feel almost like a city, but not like a grid. More organic than that. But at the same time, having the same feel of Moria with the pillars, but not as large. A bunch of smaller rooms. Anyway, who knows what the future holds? Believe it or not, this can actually be done in maybe a month with 3 dedicated people. Imagine if you had 10 people volunteering, you could do something like the main hall. It's crazy. I guess with the size of this room, it's about 1/4 the size of the main hall. Which is about 500,000 blocks, I think. Which doesn't count the pillars and the statues and everything. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Not sure if we're going to be taking a break after this or working on other stuff. I guess the future holds what the future holds. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys later.